Welcome students. In this video we are going to study application of logic to switching circuits. So in electronic devices switches are used. A switch can be on or off. Similarly, a statement can be true or false. So it is either T or F. Similarly, a switch can be on or off, that is it is 1 or 0. So true resembles to 1 and 0 resembles to false. First let's study two switches in series. If two switches S1 and S2 are in series, so here a statement P represent switch S1 and statement Q represent switch S2. Now here this S1 and S2 are joined in series. Now if S1 and S2 both are closed, that means both are on, then only the circuit gets closed and the current flows. Similarly, in conjunction, if both the statements are true, then only truth value of the conjunction is true. If either of the statement is false, the conjunction is false. Here, instead of truth table, we are writing switching table. It is same as truth table, but only instead of T we have to write 1 and instead of F we have to write 0. So if both the switches are on, then only current flows. Like that, if both have truth value T, then it is T. That is, if both are on, then it is on. So this is two switches in series. Next is two switches in parallel. Here two switches S1 and S2 are joined parallelly. So if two switches S1 and S2 are joined in parallel, then if S1 is on, then the current flows. If S2 is on, that is the switch S2 is closed, then also current flows, and if both are closed, then also current flows. So the current will not flow only when both are not closed. Likewise, in disjunction, if either of the statement is true, disjunction is true. That means if either of they have this switching value 1, then P or Q is 1. So therefore, this parallel resembles to disjunction. Let's solve some questions based on the switching circuits. The question asked here is, express the following circuits in the symbolic form of logic and write the input-output table. So in the diagram we have two switches S1 and S2. So we have to take two statements P and Q. So let statement P represents switch S1 and statement Q represents switch S2. Now first of all we have given S1 dash and S2 switches in a series. Series means it is conjunction. Conjunction, that is AND. Dash means negation. S1 dash is negation P, S2 is Q. Since they are joined in series, we have to write conjunction in between. Therefore, first bracket is negation P and Q. Next part is S1 and S2 dash. These switches are in series, but they are joined parallelly to the first two switches. So S1 and S2 dash are joined in series, that means it is P and negation Q, and they are joined parallelly to the first part, so therefore in between we have disjunction. Therefore the logical expression for the given circuit is negation P and Q or P and negation Q. Now let's write the input-output table. Input-output table is same as truth table. Only thing is, instead of true and false, we have to write 1 and 0. So the statement pattern here is negation P and Q or P and negation Q. So we have two statements P and Q. So first two columns are P and Q. Next is, in the statement pattern we have negation P and negation Q. Therefore the next columns are of negation P and negation Q. then first round bracket negation P and Q, then the second round bracket P and negation Q, and the seventh column is column of the statement pattern. Now P is 1 1 0 0, Q is 1 0 1 0. Negation P, consider column 1. If it is 1, write 0. If it is 0, write 1 for negation P. So negation P becomes 0 0 1 1. Similarly, negation Q becomes 0 1 0 1. Now negation P and Q. So for that, consider columns 2 and 3. In between we have AND. So if either of the statement is 0, it is 0. Now negation P and Q. Negation P is 0, therefore it is 0. In the second row both are 0, so that's why it is 0. In the third row both are 1, therefore it is 1. And in the last row Q is 0, so that's why negation P and Q is 0. Similarly, for column 6, it is P and negation Q. Consider first column and fourth column. If either of the statement has 0, then it is 0. So 1 and 0 is 0, 1 and 1 is 1, 0 and 0 is 0, and 0 and 1 is 0. And for the last column, it is negation P and Q or P and negation Q. Consider column number 5 and column number 6. If either of the statement has value 1, then it is 1. If both are 0, then it is 0. In the first row only we have both zeros, so that's why it is 0. In the second row we have 0 1, so that's why it is 1. In the third row we have 1 or 0, so that's why it is 1. And in the last row we have 0 or 0, so that's why it is 0. Therefore the last column of switching table is 0 1 1 0. Now consider this question number 2. A switching circuit is given. So first step is we have to write that switching circuit into symbolic form. So here we have S1, S2 and S3. So we have 3 switches. So for that, take 3 statements P, Q and R. Statement P represents switch S1, Q represents switch S2 and R represents switch S3. So in the first part we have S1, that is P. Then it is joined in series, so that's why it is AND. Now S2 dash and S3, they are joined in parallel. S2 dash means negation Q, S3 is R. Now since they are joined in parallel, in between we have to write disjunction. So the first line of this switching circuit becomes P and negation Q or R. Now the next part, that is second line, that is joined in parallel. So that's why in between we have OR. And in the second line we have S2 dash and S3 dash in series. Therefore S2 dash means negation Q, S3 dash is negation R. Since these switches are joined in series, therefore in between we have AND. Therefore the symbolic form of the given circuit becomes P and negation Q or R. So that is first part. There we have put a square bracket and then OR negation Q and negation R. Now let's write the input-output table of this statement pattern. Now since we have 3 statements P, Q, R, therefore first 3 columns are P, Q, R. Next we have negation Q and negation R in the statement pattern. So next columns are of negation Q, negation R. Then the first round bracket, that is negation Q or R. Then the square bracket, that is P and a negation Q or R. Then second round bracket, that is negation Q and negation R. And the last column is of column of the statement pattern. Now since we have 3 atomic statements here, we will be having 8 rows in the switching table. So for P, now in truth table we write 4 T's and 4 F. Here we have to write 4 ones and then 4 zeros. Similarly for Q we write 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0. R is alternately 1 and 0, so 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. Now negation Q, consider column of Q, write the opposite one. So it becomes 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1. Similarly negation R becomes 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. Now for negation Q or R, consider column number 4 and column number 3. In between we have OR. So if either of the statement is 1, it is 1. So first row is 1 or 0, that's why it is 1. Next is 0 or 0, so both are 0, so that's why it is 0. In the next one we have 1 or 1, that is 1. In the fourth row we have 0 or 1, that is 1. Next is 1 or 0, 1. 0 or 0 is 0. 1 or 1 is 1. And the last one is 0 or 1, so it is 1. Now for the seventh column we have to consider P, that means column number 1, and negation Q or R, that is column number 6. In between we have AND. So if either of the statement is 0, it is 0. If both are 1, then it is 1. So in the first row we have both 1, so it is 1. In the next one, column number 6 has 0, so that's why it is 0. In the next two rows we have all 1, so that's why it is 1. And in the last 4 rows we have P as 0, therefore it is 0. Now for the 8th column, it is negation Q and negation R, that is column number 4 and column number 5. If either of the statement is 0, it is 0. So considering that it becomes 0, 0, 0, then 1, then 0, 0, 0, 1. And the last column, that is column of the statement pattern, it is column number 7 or column number 8. If it is OR, if either of the statement is 1, it is 1. So 1 or 0 is 1, 0 or 0 is 0. Next is 1 or 0, that is 1. 1 or 1 is 1. Now in the next 3 rows we have all 0, so that's why it is 0. And in the last row we have 0 or 1, therefore it is 1. Now let's study one more question. So in this circuit we have two switches, S1 and S2. First one is S1, so that's why it is P. The next part is joined in parallel, so OR. S1 dash and S2 dash are joined in series, therefore it is negation P and negation Q. Again the next part is in parallel, so we have OR, and in there we have S1 and S2 joined in series, therefore that is P and Q. Therefore the statement pattern can be written symbolically as P or negation P and negation Q, or P and Q. Now you can construct the input-output table of this switching circuit. Since we have only two atomic statements here, P and Q, so therefore we will be having only 4 rows in the switching table. So we have PQ, then we have negation P, negation Q, then the round brackets, negation P, negation Q, P and Q, and the 7th column, since we have both OR in between, so we can directly take the statement pattern in 7th column. So for P we have 1 1 0 0, Q is 1 0 1 0, negation P is 0 0 1 1, negation Q is 0 1 0 1. Now negation P and negation Q, considering 3rd and 4th column, we have 0 0 0 1. Similarly P and Q is 1 0 0 0. Now for the 7th column, consider column number 1, column number 4, column number 6. If it is 1 there, we have to write 1, and if all 3's are 0, then we have to write 0. So in the first one we have 1 0 1. So if either of the statement is 1, it is 1, so that's why it is 1. In the next one we have 1 0 0. So since P is 1, it is 1. In the third row we have all 3 0, so it is 0. And in the last one, negation P and negation Q is 1, so therefore it is 1. Thank you. I will see you in the next video.